What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. I have near protocol up on the screen, and this is the market cap chart, not the price chart, and I'm going to show you why. If we go back to inception down here, November 3rd of 2020, right now the market cap is currently up 3,652%. I switch over to the price chart, and the price is only up 432% from that same point in time. So what that tells me is there's something going on with the tokenomics, some kind of inflationary pressure. It could be rewards, token unlocks, stuff like that. So I don't own the project. I'm just here to look at the chart. And you always have to pay attention to the market cap chart first, guys. I talk about this all the time over in the Quantum Circle, my private membership group. You have to be paying attention to the market cap chart. You're going to have so many people out there on X drawing stuff based on the price chart, and it's going to be completely wrong because they're not taking the tokenomics into consideration. This is next level. Everyone out there is just faking it, man. I'm telling you. So 3,600% there. I say all that to say this. We now have to take our measurement here for Altseason from the market cap chart. We will then use that data and extrapolate it over to the price chart, and we'll figure out what our wave movement is going to look like here. So first things first, what I want to do is draw a fib from the top here back in April of 2022 down to the low in October of 2023. So I have to use two different charting softwares here, guys, so bear with me a little bit. The market cap stuff isn't always available on TradingView. So as you can see on the market cap, we smacked that 236 right there. That's kind of where we're battling, and you can see going back, there is a lot of price action that kind of stopped out around that level, okay? So full extension, best case scenario, we're saying this thing could make its way all the way up here. What is that, 52? What's the, there's so many numbers on here. I couldn't tell you what the, let me see something. Oh, that's on the other chart. I gotta see the market cap on this thing real quick. Yeah, it's in the billions right now. Okay, so that would be like a $52 billion market cap. That's pretty high. That's not going to be my base case, but it is possible. So the next thing I want to do is, a lot of times in this range, we're going to go the full extension of that last drop right there. And we see that up in this area, there is some confluence. We have the 3618 of this range. We have the 2618 of the broader macro range. And then the 4236 of this range is up there as well. So what I'm looking at in here is, come on, give me that. Thank you. This area right up here on the market cap. Let me make that green. Boom. And so we're looking at that right between 30 and 35 billion. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this on the low end for the sake of measurement, and to, again, play it a little bit more conservatively. We'll say that that's our main target, right up there around 30 billion. So what I got to do is take a measurement from the current level up to that point. We're seeing 775%, or an 8.75x. Feels pretty reasonable, right? Again, we got a couple waves to get us up there. We have waves 1 and 2 are complete. And again, what's crazy is on the price chart, we set a new low here. On the market cap chart, we did not. So this is a wave 3. But if you were just looking at the price chart that set a new low, you wouldn't be looking at a wave 3. You'd be trying to figure out another structure. So that ended up being huge, because what we have is a 1, 2. And right now what we're talking about is, where are we going to go for 3, 4, and 5? Oftentimes what we do is we will break out of that last high, and that'll end up being a back test level. So up to the 1618 fib here, that would also take out that last all-time high, and then we'd be looking for a wave 4 drop. Typically wave 4 is anywhere between like 34 and 50%, like in an alt-season environment, 35 and 50% in an alt-season environment. So if this were the price movement, the 1618, to then retest the high of that range, we're looking at about 28%, 30%. So this could come even a little bit lower. And now that I'm looking at it, that would make sense. That brings us to about 45. And we have all this other price action at that level. So we look right here at the 4, where that would be. And we see that right here. We have a couple stopped out, support, right? So makes sense there for that drop. And then we go off into our 5th wave right there, guys. And this would be the count. So what that would look like then is, your first wave would be 95%. Your third wave would be 570%. or a 6.7x, and then your fifth and final wave would be a 270%er. So pretty clean movement there. Again, if this third wave doesn't get as high and it just makes it up to here, we can adjust the waves, but this feels like a pretty good spot for near to head in an alt season environment. It has been around an alt season before too. If we look back here in 2021, I mean, look at that. It was pretty much released right before alt season right here, but that thing went on a rip. So just this wave alone in the matter of a couple months, 1,400%. The hell? What did I do? Oh no. All right, this little wave right here, like 1,400%. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. 1,400% would bring it even higher, right? That would get us up closer to that 3,618. So very possible, but this is what we're going to stick with for the time being. So now I got to take these, pull them over. We'll get you waves 3, 4, and 5, and I'll get you out of here. So we're looking at 570% from the current price level for our wave 3. 570. Right there. Wow. Pretty close to that last all-time high, which makes complete sense too, right? If people are just paying attention to that. So up there, and then we talked about how big was that drop? I think I said 45%, but I want to make sure. Yeah, 44% drop. So then we'd be looking at coming back down into this area here, 44% drop. So then we're looking at, I'm just going to do 5 waves on here to keep it even though that set a new low. But I want you to see what we're doing on the other chart. So wave 3 to here, wave 4 to here, and right now we're measuring out where wave 5 would be. So wave 5 from the current price level is 775%. So I can get rid of that. 775%. Oh boy. I feel like I did something wrong up there for wave 5. Did I do something wrong with wave 3? I did. Yeah, I did the whole wave 3. That's my bad. I got too much shit on here. 330% from the current price level on wave 3. I apologize. 330. So wave 3 is going to be closer to like $12. And then we have a 45% drop. Brings us back into this level here, into these highs. Makes sense for wave 4. And then we said wave 5 from the current price. I'm just going to double check for you. 775. Appreciate you staying with me. These videos are a lot of work, man. This is why I used to be able to crank out a lot more. But with where we're at in the cycle and the amount of detail you guys need, right around $25. What a nice round number. So we'll say that thing is going to run up to around 12. We're going to have a drop down to about 7, and then we're going up to 25 for the final. So I will have these in the title, but people, that is how we do it. I know it's super complicated, but if you want to succeed in these markets, you have to understand how this kind of stuff works. And like I said, that's exactly why I created the Quantum Circle. We are absolutely crushing our real-time trades right now. You'll have access to my portfolio, macro videos daily, a Discord channel, and I'm teaching you guys how to do TA just like me. So there's a link in my bio, 25% off your first month. If not, I'm just happy you guys are here. If you could follow, like, repost. Been doing TA a long time, and I just want to help as many of you as I can. So hope you're having a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you later.